This is 55 TV, and we are at the Old Blue Last in East London with your favourite enemies because they're playing a gig tonight, and it's going to be wicked because we love the Old Blue Last and we love East London. It's brilliant. How are you doing, guys? Nice to see you.
Very good, very good.
Good. Now, this is you first played in the UK like 6 years ago, isn't it? So, have you been back since?
Yeah, we came a few months ago already. So yeah, we did a few wrong turns between those 6 years. So that's why it took us a little bit of time to come back.
Okay, what do you mean you did some wrong turns? Tell me.
I think that we, the music business and stuff. When everything started for us, it went pretty fast. So, and I think that we kind of get a bit confused in all that turmoil and that craziness, and we needed to go back to the foundation of what got us into music in first place, so which is the band. So we've been touring in places like China and other places like that. So I think that that was the best way to to get very close together. Yeah, to go back to the foundation of it all.
So you've been working on new material at the moment. How is it in London after coming here, after 6 years? So you've been here recently, but it's such a different place. And how is it from Canada to come over here?
It's always very special for us because a lot of bands we're listening to and that has been inspiring us, or grew up here or ended up in a certain way here. So it's always very inspiring, I would say, to come back here and to see places that those artists have been talking about in their songs, and that some social revolutions that occurred here, where for us it's like, wow, we're walking in those streets. So for us, it's always, like I said, I think it's inspiring is a great word, and also to see those people, come in to support us that has been there over the past 6 years is the most incredible thing, I would say, because we've been sharing so much on such a personal level, that now to see each other again and still, sharing that crazy energy on stage is meaningful, and always speechless to see that happening every night, So it's a huge gift for us every time we're coming here.
That's great. And London it really is a great, it's cold, it's wet, it's too busy, but it is a great place for the music industry, and there's something about it that is like one of the top, if not the top place in the world to, have that catalyst, yeah?
Yeah. I think for us, it's not really about the music business in itself. It's more about the people, and I think that's the best way to define a nation. It's through its people. And from all the connections we had with everybody, it's been so incredible that we had to come back somehow to come here and just to share a bit of noise again. So.
Great, they're back in London, old London town. You've just come back, you've done Australia and Japan. How was Australia?
Sunny, warm, and beautiful.
Shut up! I don't want to know. Go on then, fill me in.
We just threw ourselves in the ocean at 7 a.m. in the morning and all that. No, but like Alex just said, I think the people is always the main thing for us. And once again in Australia, we've been able to connect with those people for the first time. It's always kind of stressful and exciting at the same time, but once we were there, Australians really dig rock and music and all that, and are always up for late parties, so you gotta be ready before you go there, because they
it sounds like they want to get a job or something.
It's all about in Australia, it's all about the communities as well. So it's people gathering together, and I think music is only a bridge towards each other, so that's great, and we had an amazing time. It's funny because we were joking because we've got people in the team that are from England and from different places in the world, and when we arrived there, that guy was just like, "Oh my God, what's that on my face? It's the sun."
Yeah.
So that was the main difference between England and Australia. But the same passion, I think, defines for music. The same passion for music defines both countries.
Yeah,
so that was very special for us, actually.
Well, they're like our warm and sunny and healthy-looking cousins, the Australians are. We're the down-and-out, pale gutter trash. Japan, you're in Japan. Now, that must be an incredible place to be, and I can imagine the fans are brilliant in Japan. What is it with Japan?
Well, Japan has been a love story for us over the past few years, and because every time we went there, we like the people there. They literally brought Alex there here just to spend time with him, like a long time ago, you know. And we've always got that very special connection with them. And this time we for the second time we played in a temple in Kyoto, like very isolated in the mountains of Kyoto, and it's so for us, it was like an unbelievable experience, you know, to have people just like come in to see the band, and the monk there in place didn't want us to play like, you know, acoustic sets or stuff like. They wanted us to really like, you know, like full band and like, you know, really like rock the place literally, and for us to do that, like people had to take their shoes off before coming in, and so it was like very special you know, experience. So every time we go in Japan, there's always this like unreal situation where you just take a moment and step back while you play and you look at what's going on around you, and it's like, yeah, even Hollywood couldn't have been able to reproduce such, you know, like wow event and moment between us and the people there. Yeah,
It's great, and the Japanese have had such a hard time with you know, the whole situation with their nuclear disaster last year, and they've just pulled together so well, haven't they? I mean, it's a big up to Japanese people.
It's true, and we've been part. When everything happened, we went there to help as well, so on our own, and that was very special because we realized that sometimes you're going to help people and you think that you need to be ready to give, and suddenly you realize that the courage of people, really, it's all about like sharing, and then you're leaving and you're more uplifted and empowered than when you left. So that's very special, and I think it tells a lot about that nation.
Yeah.
They've been very isolated for a long time, but they really love music and they're very faithful. I mean, this is the only place in the world where you can go and go on a big stage and still wearing spandex. So, I mean, it means something.
I believe you me, you can see it a lot in London. It's not a problem. Try Pam Hogg, she's, you know. Okay then, you filmed your video in Japan.
Yeah.
How was it? Tell me about the video. What's the narrative? How was it?
We're really into skateboards and extreme sports in the band, and so we were like in the top building where there's like a very famous skateboarding park. So we were with friends that are pros as well right there. So we were just like performing and jamming live while all those crazy guys were doing tricks. So that was pretty like unreal. You see all the like the whole view of the city, as well as all those crazy guys doing like incredible tricks right beside you. You're just like, wow, it's completely out of this world. So that's pretty much about living the moment to the fullest. This is really what the video is about. So that was like a great experience for us.
Great, sounds great. We look forward to seeing it, and it's out very soon, isn't it? It's out soon, so we can keep in touch with you on that one. We'll get it on our website, you can see it. Talk about your EP is out now.
Yeah.
What's the name? Tell me what it is.
It's Youthful Dreams of an Old Empire. Yeah.
Okay, then, great. And how was it putting that together, and how's it been responded to? This is what you're touring at the moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. But that came out, I think, in July, and ever since the response has been great, because it's a little glimpse of what the album is going to be about, and for those who knows us and has been following us, I mean. As Alex mentioned in the first place, we've really been through a lot as a band, and especially as individuals. And that album really reflects, you know, the best and the worst sides, you know, of each and every one of us and the band. Because when you're true and honest with music, you cannot just, you know, put down any kind of riffs and melodies and just like, hey, what about that song? And is that going to be a hit? Or, you know, for us, it has nothing to do with that. It's all about just pulling out just what's really inside of us. Is it dirty? Is it? We don't care. It's raw, and that's what it is. So that's why this album is really unique in itself, and it's an amazing journey because it's so honest, and this is exactly like what we've been going through. As hopeful it is, as it can be, and as ugly and dark and heavy and noisy, you know, which really personalized that. So, I mean, we've received like comments of all kind, because people, once they receive it, it's just, you know, wow, you cannot just be like, how can I say it brings you to like go somewhere sometimes you don't want to go, You know, and that makes it really interesting.
That's what's good about music, isn't it? And you know, we need to exercise those demons. Kids, we need to exercise those demons. Keep them going, keep them going. It's really nice to see you. The guys are on, so we're going to let you go back to doing your sound check. Our pleasure. Nice to see you in London. And I'm sorry the weather's rubbish. Your favourite enemies. See them online and check out their new EP and the new single coming out really soon. This is 55 TV. Thanks, guys.
Thanks to you.